हाय, क्या आपको एक सीक्रेट जानना है? अगर मैं आपसे कहूँ कि आप 15 से 20 मिनट या मैक्सिमम विद इन 30 मिनट्स कुछ किताबें पढ़ सकते हैं, वो भी ऑनलाइन, वो भी फ्री, क्या आप जानना चाहेंगे? एक्साइटेड? इफ़ यस, देन कीप वॉचिंग द वीडियो. Are you in the phase of reading slump or maybe lagging behind your reading goals because you may have chosen to read thick books this month or this year maybe? So then this video is perfect for you because इस वीडियो में मैं ऐसी किताबों के नाम आपको बताने जा रही हूँ जिससे ना ही केवल आपका रीडिंग काउंट इंक्रीज होगा बट आप रीडिंग स्लम्प से भी बाहर निकल सकेंगे. This is Rashmeet Kaur and welcome back to my channel Kitabi Bully Ladki. If you're new, then I make videos on books, I do storytellings and sometimes writing content videos. If you like my content, please subscribe to my channel. Let's start the video. So the first book is Sadako and the Thousand Paper Cranes. This book is about Sadako, a Hiroshima and Nagasaki atomic bomb survivor who died at the age of 12. ये जो बुक है ये एक स्नीक पीक है टू सदाको's लाइफ 1 year prior to her death, and this book basically tells us about how she managed to live her life in the hospital and also before that कि कितनी lively वो child थी. This story is full of hope, emotions and sadness. ये story सिर्फ 18 to 20 pages के अंदर finish हो जाती है. The most important thing about this book is that this book is written in a very simple language. It's a beginner friendly novel. It's meant for children and I think जितनी simplicity इस book में है उतनी ही emotionally book है. So Sadako and the Thousand Paper Cranes is my first recommendation. The second book is Lamb to a Slaughter. This book is about a pregnant woman and her husband. The movie starts with a very serious and tense subject. The tone of the story starts with suspense, but the atmosphere of that suspense and seriousness ends at the last, leaving you with a good laugh. The story is only I guess 15 to 20 pages. I don't remember exactly, but I'll put the page count here. The story has an underlying tone to it which is not very hard to decipher. You will get to know that what the story actually meant, but the story is written in a way that it can be children friendly. So it is again a children friendly story or a beginner friendly story that can be read by anyone. Now the third book is We Should All Be Feminist. Now this is a very popular book. I think everybody knows about it, and if you don't be embarrassed. It's okay not to know about the popular books. Now this book is basically based on the TEDx talk that the author gave. The book is a more modified and elaborate version of her talk. The book content is 100% relatable. It's about a Nigerian woman, her identity in the Nigerian conservative patriarchal society. And this book made me realize that the world is a shitty place for all women. I used to think that Asia or Asian countries are more cultured. That's why, you know, they are more patriarchal because the patriarchy is, you know, stereotyped or normalized here. But after reading this, I came to this realization: no matter how liberal a country is, it is always going to be a patriarchal country. So this book, it's relatable. If you have read more books, I don't think there is a need to read it. That's my personal opinion. I'm not stopping you to read it, but since it has more relatable content, I just thought that it doesn't give me something new except the realization that yes, the liberal countries or the left inclined countries are also you know, patriarchal and misogynist in various areas. The book also talks about the absurd reasons why people hate feminism, and I think ये reason जो author ने दिया, it's going to be relatable to everyone in our country also. And the reason that she got was that feminism is a Western concept, and that's why she should not use the word feminism or call herself a feminist because it reminds them of maybe colonization or westernization. That's the most absurd reason. To counter that argument, like I have heard this argument a lot of times, to counter that argument, I only say one thing, that see, feminism is a word The idea existed way before the feminism word was coined. It's just a word that is coined. Before that, it existed. If you read your own Indian literature, you will realize that the tenets of feminism were way back present. It's just a word that is used to describe. It's not about westernization or colonization or brainwashing of the culture. So this is my third recommendation. The next book is Zombie. Zombie has a quite wild plot and an innovative idea, I must say. Here in the story, there is a boy who turns himself into a zombie voluntarily using a defibrillator to escape his teenagehood problems. And this leads to a trend that is followed by other, teenagers of his age. Now this spreads like a disease. Now the story talks about people's obsession into turning themselves into zombies just to escape their problems. Now the story, it's wild, but it has many underlying tones to it, and that's why I loved this story. Now this story, since it has underlying tones, it is open to interpretation for every reader. The thing about this is that every reader owns the story. You will have a different interpretation, I'll have a different one. And that's why I love the stories where it is new to everybody and there is not a single straight jacket and or an interpretation to the story. For me, I won't tell you my interpretation because maybe that will opinionate you and spoil the fun. But if you read the story and if you want to discuss the interpretation with me, I'll be glad to share mine and discuss yours. And for that, you can connect me on Instagram. The ID will be somewhere on the screen. That was my fourth recommendation. The last book recommendation is Lihaaf by Ismat Chughtaiyapa, and it is translated into English as The Quilt. The translated piece that I read was translated by M. Asaduddin. Now this book or this story is considered to be a lesbian story coming of an age novel, but for me it wasn't a lesbian story. Not like a typical lesbian story. It has many underlining themes or underlying layers to it, just like Zombie, and that's why I loved this story. This story is narrated from a point of view of a young girl. Her age is not described or given in the story, but her point of view or her narration makes it clear that she is not even a teenager. She might be like just 9 or 10 maybe. And the story is about Begum Jaan. Begum Jaan is the step mausi of the little girl, and she resides in a home, she resides in a room, but her room is like a cage for her. And the story talks about when two people of different sexual orientation are put together under the contract of marriage because of the society, then what happens, like their lives are disturbed and distorted. Nobody lives happily. And it also talks about how one person with a different sexual orientation is more free or is more accepted against the other person of the other sexual orientation. This book stirred quite a controversy as Ismat Chughtaiyapa was charged with obscenity. I think she was acquitted. I don't know exactly, but I'll Google and put it here if she was acquitted or convicted of the crime. But yes, this book, The Quilt or the Lihaaf, is being made into a film and will be released in India this year or the next year maybe. This book is not beginner friendly. It has some explicit content and not meant for children. And it is again very open to interpretation. I would love to discuss with anybody who has read this book, and if you haven't, I recommend you highly to read this book, but only if you are, I'll say, above 18. So yeah, that were all the recommendations, and the link of all the books that you can read online for free will be in the description box. So that you have to just click on the link and you will be directed to the story. If you like my content, or if you have any other suggestions, ideas, or if you have read any of these stories, please let me know in the comment section, and please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.